is Anna Benzel, and welcome back to my channel. We are doing day 16 of the July Juleetcode challenge. We are now over the halfway point officially because there are 31 days in this month. 15 is not considered the halfway, it's just shy by a few hours if we were like to do sit down. Anyway, digressing. Today's problem is 1125, and by the way, I'm doing the solutions in Python. So let's get into it. I actually had some time to read this 3 times before I started, so I will start the timer now, but I feel pretty confident on how I want this to start, and we'll see. We'll see. It is hard, and I said this the last hard question on the 15th or the 15th day, and yeah, okay, let's get into it. In a project, you have a list of required skills, and a list of people. The I person, people I, contains a list of skills that the person has. Consider a sufficient team, a set of people such that for every required skill in the required skills, there's at least one person in the team who has that skill. We can represent these teams by an index of each person. For example, team equals 0, 1, 3, representing the people with the skills people 0, people 1, and people 3. Return any sufficient team of the smallest possible size represented by the index of each person. You may return the answer in any order. It is guaranteed an answer exists. So I've looked at the constraints because there's a lot of them, but these are the constraints. And I took some time to look through these. And so I think for me, basically, I just want to convert people's skills to bit masks and then use some dynamic programming to return all of that, because I think that's going to be the best way to kind of come at this, if that makes sense. I haven't looked at the editorial yet. I haven't looked at the solutions either, and I don't have any submissions. But I think this editorial is pretty hefty also. Yeah, it's diamond program with bit masks. How did I know? This is also like another problem I had, a similar one that I had when I was doing one of my certifications. So basically what I want to do is, I think I want to start with initializing the variable n with the length of the required skills. And then I want to create an index or dictionary, the skill to index, to map each skill and those indexes. And then I'll go into the bit mask, and then after that, dynamic programming. So let's start with n, and that's the length of the required skills. Okay, that's weird. What the heck? Guys, my keyboard just took a shit. Do you guys see this? My keyboard battery. No! Son of a bing bong, guys. I don't have my plug-in either. Oh my god. It's gonna die while I do this. I'm gonna try to do this as quickly as possible. If it doesn't work, then we'll do another video, and that's fine. I said skill to index, and we want to map each skill, because then we needed to apply to the people. So we're going to say skill I for I. Yeah, I for I. Skill. Oh my god. My light on this is flickering. It was so chaotic. One thing I will say, these are also the wrong brackets. I don't know why I did that. what was I going to say? I don't even remember. We're just going to go into the bit mask part of this. And we're going to say the people skills equal times length. I'm kind of setting this up like how I did the last bit mask one. I can't remember which number that was. Also, my cat's trying to break out. Okay, so what I did is I initialized this people skills list to store the bit masks of each person's skill. So we are going to be iterating that through people, like the people list, and then we're going to convert each person's skill to a bit mask by a setting of 1 for each skill. So for skill in person, what I say, people skills, skill to index, I think, would be right. And then we say skill. Okay, let's break it down into some dynamic programming dictionary, DP. So we're going to say DP equals this. It's empty, and then we have DP 0 equals not that, this, correct brackets. So we're initiating that, and that basically is the empty team, the empty like subset of skills. And then we want to, for each of those subsets, we're going to want to calculate a new subset by adding the person's skill to the current subset. So for I in range, right? I'll double check, make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, this is going to be fine. For I in range, we're going to do the length of the people's skill, for subset team in list, DP items. We're then going to say we want the new subset to equal the subset people skills. Okay. And then for each one, if it's not already in the DP, or if the new team has formed by adding the person, then we update the DP with the new team. That would make the most sense. So that we say if new subset not in DP, when I say new subset is less or is greater than the length of the team, then we plus 1, maybe. And then we do DP new subset equals the team plus I. And then all we'll have to do here then is return DP think 1 and minus 1, because that will return the team corresponding with the full subset of skills, which is representative of a sufficient team. So let's let's give that a run before my thing dies. Excellent. Okay. I mean, this seemed not as hard as I thought it was, but maybe it's because I also have practice with more practice with bit masking than I do other things. So let's submit it. See what I get. Okay. What? 11%? Bruh. My memory is lacking. Crack-a-lacking. This is okay. I definitely think I want to revisit this and make this a little bit more streamlined. Obviously, I did this in I had 10 minutes because I read through the question 3 times to make sure I understood it and kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do. So imagine that it took me 20 minutes loosely to do this. I definitely like to revisit this one again and try to improve this. I feel like I'm really hitting the mark on some and really not the others. So I'd like to get both of these as I continue to practice over 50%. But for now, that's going to be fine. And I'm not going to go through any solutions, but it looks like there's only 248. So maybe I'll throw mine in and just tell them that it sucked, but it's there. And I'm going to go charge the batteries that I have. I have rechargeable AA's in my keyboard. So I will go do that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will have the GitHub repo in my comment section down below that I will post all of these codes in. Also, the tutorials are going to be linked right next to it, so you can go ahead and watch, either me live code or explain something, because sometimes I forget that I'm not actually recording things. So feel free to fork and clone, do whatever you want. It's all about learning, getting better, and having fun. That is what I will preach until I turn blue in the face. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.